Morning students, once again. So today we will be discussing few examples, few questions on the chapter lines and angles. First question is, if two lines intersect each other, prove that the vertically opposite angles are equal. So first of all, what is given to us, that there are two lines which intersect each other. So you can take any two lines. Here I have taken two lines as AD and BC, and they are intersecting each other at point O. So with the red pen I have drawn the line AD, okay, and with the green pen I have drawn the line BC, and they are intersecting at point O. We need to prove that AOB is equal to COD. Children, whenever you are doing the questions on proving, it is very important that if the question is not there, if the figure is not given in the question, then you have to draw the figure, and if it is given in the question, then also you will be drawing the figure. You will be writing given, what is given in the question, then you will be writing to prove what is to be proved in the question, and then you will be starting with the proof. And in this one more thing I want to add, that if something you are doing, some construction you are doing, then you will be writing that construction also in the given question. So here it is given that AD and BC are intersecting each other at point O, and we need to prove that AOB is equal to COD. So angle AOB, this angle, and angle COD, this angle, both the angles I have marked with the red marker. So these angles we need to prove that they are equal. You can take the other two angles also. You can also take AOC and BOD. Once you have proved that one pair of vertically opposite angles are equal, similarly you can prove the other pair also. So here I am just showing you how to prove one pair of the vertically opposite angles are equal. So we will be starting with the proof. Here first of all, since AOC and AOB, these are the two angles which are lying on line BC. BC is a straight line, and ray OA stand on line BC. Ray OA stand on line BC. Therefore angle AOC and angle AOB will be linear pair. So angle AOC plus angle AOB will be equal to 180 degree, and you will be writing the reason why, because they are linear pair. Okay, ray OA stands on line BC, therefore AOC and AOB are linear pair. So if AOC plus AOB is equal to 180 degree, transposing AOC from LHS to RHS, we get angle AOB equals to 180 minus of angle AOC. Got it? This is equation number 1. Similarly, if we take the line AD, on line AD, on the line AD is also a straight line. Here if we take angle AOC and angle COD, so AOC and COD, they are also linear pair. So we can also write it as, similarly, like AOC plus AOB is 180 degrees, similarly angle COD plus of angle AOC will be equal to 180 degree. And similarly we can transpose this angle AOC from LHS to RHS, so we get angle COD equals to 180 minus of angle AOC. Got it? Now we can see from equation 1 and equation 2, AOB is also 180 minus angle AOC, and COD is also 180 minus angle AOC. Since the right hand side of these two equations are equal, therefore the left hand side of the equations will also be equal. So from equation 1 and equation 2, we can say that angle AOB is equal to angle COD. Angle AOB equals to angle COD. And we see here that angle AOB and angle COD, this is the vertically opposite angle. This is what we need to prove. So here we have proved the given. Okay. Now we will move to the second question. In the second question, it is given that POQ is a ray, POQ is a line, sorry, POQ is a line, and ray OS stands on a line. POQ is a straight line and OS stands on the line. Okay, therefore the angle formed, that is angle POS, this angle, plus of angle SOQ, these angle will be linear pair. Sum of these angle will be equal to 180 degree. Again I am telling, POS, this angle, and SOQ, this angle, these two angles are linear pair angles. Sum of these angles will be equal to 180 degree. Now in the question it is given that angle POS is equal to x. So we will substitute the value of angle POS as x. We can write it as x plus angle SOQ equals to 180 degrees. Since we can substitute the value of POS as x, so we can write x plus angle SOQ equals to 180 degree. Now this x we can transpose from left hand side to the right hand side. We get angle SOQ equals to 180 minus of x, because this is plus x, so on transposing it will become 180 minus of x. Got it? Similarly, in the question it is also given that ray OR is the bisector of angle POS. If ray OR is bisector of angle POS, that means angle POR will be equal to angle ROS, and we can also say that angle ROS is equal to half of angle POS. So this is what I have written here, that since ray OR is given, it is given that ray OR bisect angle POS, therefore angle ROS will be half of angle POS. Got it? So since angle POS is equal to x, so we can write angle ROS equals to x upon 2. So angle ROS will be x by 2. Now similarly we can say that angle SOT, since it is given that this OT is the ray, OT is the bisector of angle SOQ. Since OT is bisector of angle SOQ, so we can say similarly that angle SOT, this angle will be half of angle SOQ. SOT will be half of angle SOQ. Now since we have already taken here that angle SOQ is equal to 180 minus x, so we will substitute the value of SOQ as 180 minus x. So angle SOT will become equal to half of 180 minus of x. So half of 180 will be 1 by 2 into 180 will be 90 degree minus 1 by 2 into x, that is x by 2. So we get angle SOT equals to 90 minus x by 2. Now we need to calculate angle ROT. So ROT will be equal to angle ROS plus angle SOT. So ROS we have calculated as x by 2, ROS we have calculated as x by 2, and SOT we have calculated as 90 minus x by 2. Okay, so we will substitute the values of ROS and SOT. We get x by 2 plus 90 minus x by 2. This plus x by 2 and minus x by 2 will cancel out. then angle ROT will be equal to 90 degree. So this is what we have to do in this question. We need to calculate the value of ROT. So we have calculated angle ROT equals to 90 degree. Now we move to question number 3. In question number 3 it is given that if a transversal intersect two lines, this is the transversal, that AD is the transversal which is intersecting two lines, that is PQ and RS at point B and C. Again I am telling, AD is the transversal which is intersecting line PQ and RS at point B and C. This is given. Second information which is given is that BE, ray BE is the angle bisector of angle ABQ. Angle ABQ bisector is BE, and CG is the bisector of angle BCS. BCS, half of BCS, that is, this is the CG is the bisector of angle BCS. And one more information is given that BE and CG is parallel to each other. So with the help of this information we need to prove that PQ is parallel to RS. This line PQ is parallel to RS. Okay, so how to do that? So first of all, since it is given to us that BE is the angle bisector of ABQ, we can say that angle ABE, this angle ABE is equal to half of angle ABQ. ABE is half of angle ABQ. AB is half of angle ABQ. Similarly, since CG is the bisector, CG is the bisector of angle BCS, so we can say that angle BCG will be half of angle BCS. BCG will be half of angle BCS. Got it? So this is equation 1, this is equation 2. If you have written this information once, so after writing similarly, it is not necessary to write information, you can write it this way. Now, but BE, and it is also given that BE is parallel to CG, BE is parallel to CG, and AD is the transversal. BE is parallel to CG, this is parallel to CG, and this angle is equal to, we have proved that this angle and this angle are equal, and these are parallel lines, and AD is the transversal. So we can say that these angles are what? These angles will be equal, because why? Because they are corresponding angles. BE is parallel to CG and AD is the transversal, so angle ABE will be equal to angle BCG. If ABE is equal to BCG, because they are corresponding angles, and ABE is equal to BCG. You can look from the figure, ABE and angle BCG will be equal because they are corresponding angles, and it is we have used the information that BE is parallel to CG, and we have proved that angle ABE is equal to angle BCG. Now we will substitute the values from equation 1 and equation 2. We will substituting the values from equation 1 and equation 2 in equation number 3. So ABE, equation 3 is ABE equals to BCG. So in place of ABE we will substitute the value of ABE, that is half of angle ABQ, and in place of BCG we will substitute the value of BCG, that is half of angle BCS. So we will say that angle half of angle ABQ equals to half of angle BCS. So half and half cancel from both sides. So with this we can get that angle ABQ is equal to angle BCS. But this angle ABQ and angle BCS, we can say from here angle ABQ and angle BCS. These are also the corresponding angles when we are taking PQ and RS as the parallel line and AD as the transversal. AD as the transversal, PQ, RS are the parallel line. So angle ABQ is equal to angle BCS, we have just now proved, but these are the corresponding angles. These are the corresponding angles formed by the transversal AD with the lines PQ and RS. ठीक है, and they are equal also. Therefore, we can say that by the converse of the corresponding angle axiom, PQ is parallel to RS. This is what we need to prove. PQ is parallel to RS. What is converse of corresponding angle axiom? Just a quick revision. When the corresponding angles are equal, then the given pair of lines will be parallel to each other. So with this axiom, we have proved that PQ is parallel to RS. Since we have proved the corresponding angles ABQ and BCS equal, so we can say by converse of corresponding angle axiom, the line PQ is parallel to line RS. Now we will move to question number 4. That is, prove that the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Very simple. It is given that we have drawn a triangle, PQR is given, and suppose we have taken this angle P as 1, angle Q as 2, and angle C as 3, angle R as 3. Angle R we have taken as 3. Okay, so now we need to prove that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. First of all, we have to do a construction here. So we will be writing here, after writing given, we will be writing to prove, that is angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals to 180 degree, and then we will be starting with construction. We will draw a line XY, this line XPQ, XPY, this line. Draw line XPY parallel to QR. This line XPY we will be drawing parallel to QR. Okay, now since we have drawn this line parallel to QR and PQ and PR are the transversals. Suppose if we are considering PQ as the transversal, this is the transversal, and this line XPY and QR are parallel lines, these are parallel lines, and XQP is the transversal, then in this case angle 2 and angle 4 will be alternate interior angles, and alternate interior angles will be equal since QR and XY are parallel to each other. So we can write here angle 4 is equal to angle 2. Similarly, here this XPY is parallel to QR, and angle 5 and angle 3 will also be equal because they are also alternate interior angles. And one more thing, we know that XPY is a straight line. So since XPY is a straight line, therefore angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 will be equal to 180 degree. Angle 4 plus 1 plus 5 equals to 180 degree since XPY is a straight line. So this is equation number 3. Now we will substitute the values from equation number 1 and equation number 2. That is the value of angle 4 and the value of angle 5 in this equation. So substituting value of angle 4 as angle 2 and value of angle 5 as angle 3. So we get this equation will become equal to angle 2 plus angle 1 plus angle 3 equals to 180 degree. This is what we need to prove in this question. In this question, question number 5, figure is given. In this figure, side AB and AC of triangle ABC are produced. AB is produced till E and AC is produced till D. If bisector BO and CO of angle CBE and BCD meet at O. So it is given that BO is the bisector of angle CBE and CO is the bisector of angle BCD. Got it? And we need to prove that angle BOC, this angle, is equal to 90 minus half of angle BAC. Okay. So, and the angle BAC is given as X, angle ABC as Y, and angle ACB as Z. So, first of all, by linear pair property, we can say that angle CBE and angle ABC is equal to 180 degree, or in place of angle ABC I have directly written as Y. Since AE is a straight line, so we can say angle Y plus angle CBE is equal to 180 degree by linear pair property. Therefore, angle CBE will be equal to 180 minus of Y. Hope this is clear. Now, angle similarly, angle CBO will be half of angle CBE, because it is given that BO is what? Bisector of CBE. So we can say that angle CBO will be half of angle CBE, substituting the value of CBE as 180 minus Y. Substituting the value of CBE as 180 minus Y, we get angle CBO is equal to half of 180 minus Y. That is half of 180, that is 90, minus half of Y, that is Y upon 2. So this is 90 minus Y by 2. Got it? Similarly, if we take this angle ACB, that is angle Z, plus angle BCD, Z plus angle BCD will be equal to 180 because they are linear pair. So angle BCD will be equals to 180 minus of Z. Here we have done that only. Z plus angle BCD equals to 180 by linear pair property. So transposing, we get angle BCD equals to 180 minus of Z. Now angle BCO, this will be half of angle BCD. BCO will be half of angle BCD. So we will substitute the value of BCD as 180 minus Z. So we get BCO is equal to half of 180 minus of Z, that is half of 180, that is 90 degree, minus of Z upon 2. So we get the second equation. First equation we have achieved, angle CBO is equal to 90 minus Y by 2. Second equation we have got angle BCO is equal to 90 minus Z by 2. Now in triangle BOC, we get angle BOC plus angle BCO plus angle CBO, means this angle BOC, this angle, plus angle BCO, that is this angle, plus angle CBO, this angle. Sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 by angle sum property of triangle. Similarly, in triangle ABC also, angle X plus angle Y plus angle Z will be equal to 180. This we will be using later. So we will write by angle sum property, angle BOC plus angle BCO plus angle CBO equals to 180 degree. Now we will substitute the values of angle BCO from equation 1 and angle CBO from equation 2. We get angle BOC plus angle BCO, since it is equal to 90 minus Z upon 2, so we have substituted the value, plus CBO we have substituted as 90 minus Y upon 2. This is Z. Okay, don't get confused, this is Z. Okay, so now BOC plus of 90 plus of 90, it will be 180, minus of Z by 2 minus of Y by 2. I have taken minus as common, within bracket Y by 2 plus Z by 2. Since 180 both side, it will be cancel out. Now transposing this, minus of within bracket Y by 2 plus Z by 2, it will be, when transposed to the right hand side, it will become plus within bracket Y by 2 plus Z by 2. So angle BOC equals to Y by 2 plus Z by 2. Got it? Now it can also be written as angle of BOC equals to half of 1 by 2 can be taken as common. So 1 by 2 I have taken common, within bracket Y plus Z. Now again in the given question, ABC is again a triangle by angle sum property, x plus y plus z equals to 180 degree. So here I have used that property, x plus y plus z is equal to 180 degree, that is angle sum property of triangle. So and y plus z, since in equation number 4 we are having y plus z, so we will be converting this equation in terms of y plus z. So y plus z from this equation will be 180 minus x, since x will be transposed to the right side. Got it? So we get y plus z equals to 180 minus x. Now we will be substituting simply the value of y plus z from equation number 5 in the equation number 4. So it will be BOC equals to 1 by 2 into, in place of y plus z, it can be substituted as 180 minus of x, and so angle BOC will be equal to half of 180, that is 90 degree, minus half of x, that is x by 2. So BOC will be equal to 90 minus half of x, and since x is equal to angle BAC, we can write it as 90 minus half of angle BAC. This is what we have to prove in this question, hence proved.